Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. It's your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am so excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new episode for you. And thank you for tuning in to another Marriage Monday. This is episode, do you even know?
Now we lost count.
Let me pull it up real fast.
A lot. It's
Keep
over
it
a
going.
year.
Bridge the gap.
You only cared until we got to a year, and then it doesn't matter.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Bridge the gap. Keep it going. I want to
You
know how many.
Spot.
Well, get our guests to bridge the gap. You can bring our guests in since you think you like running the show.
I don't know
This
how
is episode
to
65.
do intro. Okay, 65. There we go.
Welcome to the show today, guys, and welcome to our guest. We finally have a guest interview. So if you listen to the podcast much recently, you know how crazy life has been. We've been tied up on some pretty large jobs recently. Just been a lot of struggles and trials in business, and it's the joys of business ownership. But that's just part of it. So we finally are able to set up a time and get a guest interview in. And so we have none other than the Albertsons with us, Blake and Natalie. How are y'all doing this evening?
Good. How are you?
Oh, wow. Blake's deflecting from the get-go.
We're doing killer. I steamroll is that what they call it? Like if somebody's talking and I think of something, I just go in at it. So I'm trying to get better. I'm letting other people
Trying to let her
talk.
take the show.
I don't want to steamroll anybody, but I'll forget what I'm saying, dude. You
Yeah,
know,
if
like
you just
I
sit
have
back.
short-term memory. I'm like Dory.
Tell us you have twins that are, how old? 3, without telling us you have twins that are 3 or 4. How old are they now?
They're 3. They'll be 4 in December.
Yeah, that's awesome. Blake, move your mic a little bit that way. You're picking up super strong, but yeah, there you go. Probably pick her up a little better. So anyway, guys, well, long time no talk. Wasn't the last time we saw you when y'all drove through to Destin? Probably in the winter, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We stopped at
February.
Milo's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was wild. It was
I think there's actually an untold story here.
Yeah, did we ever tell you what happened that night?
No.
Oh. So we were
I'm
gonna
scared.
stay. No, it's bad. We were gonna stay
Well, y'all didn't stay.
there. No, so we talked to you guys in the parking lot until 11:30, I think, or something crazy like
Yeah, I
that.
was
Yeah.
late.
It was really late. And then so we get to our hotel and we go inside.
Dude, the
Nasty.
lobby.
Was it bad?
Nasty. There was bugs flying around. It smelled.
What?
Dog tired. So we're like, okay, we're just gonna go to our room. So we go up to our room, and we always check the bed first.
Yeah.
So Blake pulls up the sheet.
Like
and
dead spider.
Sure enough, there's a dead spider
like
on the bed.
ladybugs. It was just
What did y'all do?
gross.
Stay at the Red Roof Inn? Like,
No, we stayed at a Marriott.
are you kidding?
Literally stayed at a Marriott. So I'm like, I'm not staying here. This is nasty. We have to leave. And so
We brushed the kids'
we
teeth.
brushed the kids' teeth, put them in their jammies,
Left.
and left.
And then,
left.
she makes me do the awkward conversation.
Yeah,
with the
I
guy.
wasn't having the
So I'm like,
I
Natalie,
wouldn't have either.
Let's go load the car. You guys stay in the car. I'll go back in. The guy was actually cool, but I'm like, I gotta tell you, my wife, she's not gonna stay here. We're leaving. I just need a refund. Give me the money back, and we're gone.
So
He's like, I get it, bro. I get it. It's midnight. Whatever.
yeah, and we brought all of our stuff in on this luggage cart, so we look like clowns.
And we
with
overpack.
all this stuff
Oh
going
my
in.
gosh.
And then because we brought it all up to the room, so then we had to take it all back down. and
15
leave.
minutes later, we walk past him. He's like, he just kind of followed me with his eyes. Like, what?
Did y'all just get here?
What?
So confused.
It'd be like the parade coming in, but the parade just turning around and leaving again. You're like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
So that was at midnight?
Yeah.
I think.
And we
It's-
drove straight.
Y'all
and
drove
I
all the
told
way
Blake,
down?
yeah, we left and went the rest of the way.
So what'd y'all do when you got there? What time was it?
About 5. Was it about 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
5
I mean,
a.m.?
literally,
I
it was
think?
like
Oh.
everybody's starting to wake up, you
Yeah.
know, starting their day. And I walk in and we probably looked like we were on drugs.
Oh, for
like
sure.
I told this lady, I'm like, I drove all night. Just get me my room. I don't care. We'll talk about everything else in the morning.
Oh no.
You know, at 11 o'clock or whatever.
Natalie,
time
did you
we
stay
woke up.
awake the whole way down?
Well, I told Blake I was going to drive. I was like, oh, I'll drive. I'll be fine. And I was fine, but I felt I don't know, I have claustrophobia, and I felt so claustrophobic because it was completely dark outside.
That's
and I
a
was
tough
just
drive at
driving
night.
down this road in the darkness, and the clock just said 5 hours. And I was like, oh. So he was.
And you drive and it never comes down.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
it just
oh my
never
gosh.
came down.
Yes.
So he drove. I think he took like a 2-hour nap and then drove the rest of the way. I
I'm
stayed
so
up.
bad when I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
Golly, how did y'all
Wow.
not how did we not know that? That's insane. So wait,
Yeah.
so y'all just got a
I
random
texted
room?
you the next day, but I was also like,
You're probably like in
hallucinating.
another
I was
world, yeah.
tired.
Oh
It was a
my
weird
gosh.
one.
So did y'all
That
just
was
find a
crazy.
random hotel when you got to Florida?
Yeah, there was we were staying at some hotel, and then they didn't have a room, but they told us to go to this other hotel down the street that had a room, and then we could go to that hotel
The next day, yeah.
that we were already staying at.
I'm shook. That's
Oh my
that's
goodness.
terrible. Did the
yeah,
kids
that's
at least sleep okay in the car the rest of the way?
Yeah,
Like,
they slept in the car. They were fine.
Okay.
Once we brushed their teeth and put their jammies on and left, they were so confused.
I
but-
bet.
Yeah, because they were running. I remember they were running around. But they had to be getting tired. Like it was late.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy.
I got about one drive like that a year in me. Like no more.
That
Yeah.
was a weird one.
It's just
Because hadn't y'all come from home that day? Like y'all came all the
Yeah.
way here. Yeah.
So y'all
Oh,
really
my-
just drove straight through the whole night. I mean, y'all stopped to eat, but that's pretty much it.
a 2-hour extravaganza with you guys.
Yeah.
We thought the night was over, you know?
Nope, just getting started. Oh
Yeah.
my
Right.
gosh, that's crazy.
Well, the more you know. Wow, that's insane. What? I guess that's a good story to tell. I need to know what hotel that is so we know to never go there
Yeah,
for a
no
one night
kidding. I'm
getaway or something.
embarrassed.
Something
Well,
Marriott.
it's
owns.
not. I mean, it's not our hotel.
I know, but it's like Birmingham. So I'm like, oh my gosh, we live here. That's so embarrassing. Yeah, it's here.
Well, you know how
Please
many-
don't
you know-
think that
you know how
of
many
where we
hotels
live.
are here.
No,
What if
but
Kevin
like,
Brittany's was bad? where
it
they
probably
stayed?
was.
No,
and
they
then no
stayed
one's ever going to come through here again.
They stayed at the Spring Hill at downtown. They were
Yeah.
fine.
It better have been nice. Anyways,
Oh man. Well, welcome into the show, guys. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. And there you go. There's a good intro. So, will y'all tell everybody? Blake, have we done a
they
podcast?
haven't been on a Marriage Monday.
No, not a Marriage Monday. We did one at Hype House though with them.
Okay. Yeah.
Was it with both y'all? I think it was just with Blake.
No, she wasn't there.
Yeah.
I
it was
don't
just
remember
Blake.
dinner
Yeah.
tonight, so I'm not sure, buddy.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
No, she definitely wasn't there. So
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
have been with both of them.
Yeah, it was just Blake. I think we did do one. But anyway, y'all introduce yourselves. Tell everybody what you got going on and what's going on in the Albertson world and B&B Lawn Care.
Blake Albertson with B&B Lawn Care, dude. It's just madness. It's like the craziest August ever. We've had consistent rain. It's like springtime out there. The yards are green, growing still, which we're thankful for. But dude, it's just been like
This week's going to be rough, though. This week's going to be like 108.
this week's gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
And we had an employee out sick last week. Didn't get all the yards done. It was just so many events. Somebody tried robbing me for a backpack
I did
blower.
see that, yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Friday.
Yeah.
It was just like literally one of the toughest, longest weeks in my business.
Yeah.
Because like for some reason, like if we miss a day, let's say it rains on a Monday, we're not a day behind. We're 2 days behind. You know, like have you experienced that in your business? Like if you miss one day of work, you're now 2 days to get caught up.
Oh, yeah. You got to
'Cause
do
then
2
you
days.
have
Yeah.
Tuesday's work to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's really tough. And then when you don't have somebody there all week that you're, you know, depending on to
Relying
get those
on,
properties done, stuff doesn't get done. Like we tried everything and just couldn't get them all done. So like right now I'm trying to figure out like how do we mitigate if there is a rain day or if there's a problem, because now we're like dealing with hundreds of yards.
Yeah.
And you miss Monday, Tuesday, we're now 70 yards behind. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's just, I can't do that. Like even me going out like Superman, I can't catch our business up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like out of my hands to a certain extent.
Let's talk B&B Lawn Care real fast, and then I don't want to spend the whole show on that. I want you to tell about what's going on, what's happened recently, kind of the new wave that y'all are in, the new season of life here and in the business. But then I do want to get into kind of more of y'all's marriage and relationship, kind of building the family and the business kind of early and young on in life. But tell us what's happened this season. You made a big step in business. So what's going on there?
Yeah, so I've actually had like 3 opportunities to buy like my buddies' companies, like 3 individual people. And they've all been like a few hundred accounts. So we were sitting at like around 100 accounts at the beginning of the year, which I think is like the max for one crew.
Yeah, you're booking
just depending on yard sizes. And we only do a little bit of commercial stuff, mostly smaller mom and pop, like strip malls and things like that. But just some of them, it was like so much money. I was like, I just want to keep growing myself. And then the opportunity that we went for just kind of was a no-brainer. After going through 2 months of due diligence and all that, it was just like, dude, let's do it. Like, you'll never get the opportunity back. You live one life. Natalie's like, do it. I'm like, do it. So we did it and doubled the size of our business, which was, it felt easier at first, but like last week came and I was like, man, this is tough.
Yeah, then logistics start to kick in.
Yeah, like you have to be tight. Like everything has to be well oiled, you know, the old saying. So we're just focusing on that. Like, what could we do to save a little bit of time here and there? What needs to be in all the trucks and trailers and figuring out maintenance schedules, all that little logistic stuff is like what Natalie and I try to figure out. The other thing that Natalie's been focused on like the last 4 or 5 days is going through and checking to, as silly as this sounds, but I feel like people are really good at mowing grass and all that, but the business side is such a hard thing to learn. And even with us, like I'm 15 years in, Natalie's been here for 8 years of it, right? And just going back through and seeing who hasn't paid. And it doesn't mean that they're trying to not pay us. It's just everybody's busy. They're busy, we're busy. We found somebody, a client that has paid one time this year.
Yeah.
I feel bad saying that. Like it makes me sound dumb. But
everybody has
like,
that though. At the end of like
it's just it's how it is. So like that's what Natalie's been doing, you know, is going back through and being like, hey, this slipped through the cracks and we didn't even know it. It was like $800. And we found it was like lift up the rock and we found 20, 30, 40, 50 of those. So
really?
Wow. I mean, we have
It's taken me
tons
5
of
days
money
to get to the letter J.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy cow. So are these invoices you forgot to send out, or they just haven't paid them? You sent all of them and they just haven't paid them.
Everything gets sent out automatically, but it's like if it doesn't get paid, then it's on us to catch that. Yeah. You know, so it's just a new learning experience. It's a new software this year. And it's just a new experience when you're digging through hundreds of people and finding and thousands of transactions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like, I would love to go out and mow the grass and then I'd love to come and do all that, but I don't have that much time, you know? So that's what we do is we go through and we have to run the business now. So it's a full-time job. We're doing it tonight. And guess what? When we get off of here at 10 o'clock, we're going to go back to doing it because it's 20, 30, up to however much thousands of dollars that is just out there. And we're the only people that are there that need to catch it. So like a million things, we're trying to do a million things and that's our job at the moment. And it's hard, isn't it?
It's so hard. It honestly took me like 2 days to figure it out because I don't know. I like I'm dyslexic sometimes. Like the way Blake was explaining it didn't make sense. So then I had to do it myself and try to like figure it out because he was explaining it backwards to me. Then I don't know.
Yeah, and that brings up like as a business owner, when you talk about like boundaries with customers and things, next year, like how do we make sure that doesn't happen again? And there's only one way to pay.
You only have a card on file.
So
that's it.
Right. So what we're struggling with right now is we allow people to pay in the most convenient way for them.
Oh yeah.
Because like when purchasing a company and acquiring customers, in my opinion, it's like if you change too much at first, they get freaked out. Like you're already changing the operator and the owner and the people working on the property and billing and things like that. If I start raising prices and then demanding, oh, it's only credit card on file and, other rules, people are like, we'll probably just go find somebody that, find a company somewhere else.
That lets me Venmo them or something. Yeah.
What was that?
That lets me find another company that lets me Venmo them
exactly.
or PayPal or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Or leave the check. Like we don't pick up checks under the mats anymore, but like, you can mail me a check if that's what you really want to do. So
yeah, no, I totally get that. Now, did you see, God, like this could be a 3-hour conversation. We said we weren't going to go for 3 hours because no one has time for that. But, so how many guys have you got now? What did you increase? You had 100 yards. You're now what, between 2 and 250, right? Somewhere in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how many you were just running 2 guys, right?
Yep.
And then how many did you bring in with this acquisition?
Yeah, 4 full-time right now. And then I got like 2 or 3 guys that help me like Fridays, Saturdays if we're behind.
Okay.
On the perfect week, no rain, nobody's out sick. Hopefully we can get it all done with 4 people, but I do.
So you running 2 crews of 2?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Wow, there's so much we could go into there. You have increased your managing people problem. That's what you turned in. That's what a business is business ownership is managing people, leading a team. Now y'all are doing that twice as much. You're doing it for 4 people instead of 2. And then you logistics as far as getting all that done is I totally get it. Like I totally get it. Production it's hard to keep production up, but it's cool to hear that you're kind of like letting them do it and like figure it out. Like you're not running to the rescue the first time a yard gets missed or something like that. I'm sure you probably got out there and mowed some this week if you were that far behind. But I know some of those days you were out of town. So like there was at least one day where you weren't able to be there, and business still went on. So like, how have y'all navigated that of you not running back to the field full time, but also still trying to keep production up because your payroll is greatly increased, your expenses have increased, like everything's increased, income has increased as well, but like a lot of the headaches and things have as well. So how have y'all kind of navigated those waters of not jumping back into the field just to try to save the day?
Yeah. Yeah. I hear a lot of people message me about that, about like, hey, I'm solo now and I just can't give up the reins of like mowing each yard and making sure all the trees are trimmed. What? Sorry, my dog. She has some problems.
Did her shadow get her?
But I think at first I probably did probably 5 years ago when I started letting people go out and mow without me, like drive a truck and things like that. But it's pretty easy for me now. Like I don't know if it's just I'm just used to it now, if that's the type of business that I want. But I tell people all the time, there's nothing wrong with being solo. And there's nothing wrong with having employees. It's just a different type of work and a different type of business. For me, all the cons of a week like last week where we're emailing 100 customers to explain why they're around here. I don't know if it's like this with you guys, but like around here, if you say you're going to get done on Monday, like if you're normally there around 10 o'clock in the morning, the clients expect you to be there around 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
They're very punctual in that way. So if we show up on Wednesday, they're freaked out. Like, why is our yard not cut?
Yeah.
So we had to go in and say, well, we can't go out and mow all these yards today. So us as the business owners, our time is best spent emailing and communicating with these customers and telling them why we're not going to be there today. And, you know, things like that. It's like, what would that be called? Like, the back end work, but we're trying to like, lessen the blow of
you're just having really good customer communication. Like that's
right.
When they when they know that something is, it's different when they have to text you and be like, when is my yard getting cut? If you let them know ahead of time, hey, this is the reason, here's what happened. And like, they're a lot more receptive of that. I totally get that.
I'm terrible. She's like, you texted Jeremiah about the podcast. I'm like, I don't know. I thought we had telecommunication. We'd have to text each other. But yeah, I'm bad at it. I'm terrible at it.
Well, like when you only had like your customers,
they all knew me.
They
too.
all knew you, so like it wasn't really a big deal if if it rained and he was behind a couple of days. But I told him, I was like, now you've got all these new people. We haven't really had any days where they're missing. Yeah. So it's going to be better for you to text them and or email them and let them know. Yeah. Versus them trying to come to you and figure like that's going to make them mad.
Mm-hmm.
How many do you think you brought over and successfully retained through the transition? Like percentage wise,
around a pretty good percentage. I think we've only lost a few, and I don't think there was anything like crazy that happened. That it just happens. Like somebody told me that it was like 18% that you should expect to lose. We're nowhere around 18%. I mean, we lost a couple out of, 140 or something like that.
And really, you like lost a few just because they said they weren't working as much and they wanted to mow themselves, like things like that.
Yeah, some things are temporary, for like a month or two. Yeah. So we've only lost a couple, and I was fully expecting to lose yards. I mean, you have to.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of the acquisition and things like that. It's cool to hear that. I think we could do a whole nother show on talking more in that, going into depth in that. But today's show, what we want to really hammer down on and get into, I think that at least we want to for our Marriage Monday, is kind of tell us the 5-minute rundown of how y'all met, how you got started in business together, and then kind of what the journey has looked like to now as far as having kids, buying house, like all that stuff, just the progression of life and business ownership. And Blake.
So basically, your entire life story. Yeah.
So now me and Blake will mute ourselves and say, "No, Natalie will talk."
Basically, we met at a concert and we just kind of went from there. I don't know. I ignored you for like a month and then I messaged you. And
was it a Granger Smith concert?
Jason Aldean.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Blake, are you sad? Are you sad Granger's done? Are you going to his farewell tour?
Yeah. We did.
It was a good
Y'all
concert.
actually went? Really?
We did. We went. It was like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, I mowed a customer's yard for free, and he gave us like VIP pimp tickets. Yeah. Like awesome. Dang. We were like, this place is packed. The place that the concert was, like you're like shoulder to shoulder with people bumping into you with beer and all that. We were on the bridge above him with like 10 other people. Like it was awesome. Yeah, I'm super sad, dude. He's awesome.
Yeah. He's doing good things though.
He's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Continue. That was a big
You're in love. You've been in love for 7 or 8 years, and you she's speechless. You don't know what to do without me. You love me.
Literally though, like from the time Blake and I met, okay, I didn't talk to him for a month, but after that, like we literally spent every single day together. Blake would work until 9:00 and then drive because I lived 45 minutes away. So he would drive 45 minutes to my house.
But for probably the first few months after work, because we didn't have the work truck yet, I would wash my truck and vacuum out the floor mats.
Are you kidding me?
Make the Raptor look beautiful for her.
The dude would literally get to my house every night so late, and we'd like go to dinner, do whatever. I don't know. It was summertime. It was like nice out still, and
to tell you how bad I am with sleep deprivation at night. I fell asleep driving home at like 1:30 one morning
Oh my gosh.
from her house and hit the median and like got shaken awake. It's bad. It's so dangerous to drive.
I can't
tired.
believe you did that. Honestly.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
was-
so scary.
Like looking back,
Oh, there was
Another
definitely
time I
times where I
was
probably
pulled
fell
over.
asleep.
You would fall
I was
asleep at my
pulled over.
house all the time, and I had to wake you up to go
Yeah.
home. But you fell asleep driving?
There's times, when you get home and you're like, how did I
Yeah.
get here?
Oh, I totally
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, you're like, how did I get here? I just
Yeah.
teleported, I guess. Like, you don't remember the drive.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You don't remember every part of that Destin drive. Don't act like you do.
No, dude.
Yeah.
God was driving for a minute, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah, I got pulled over on the way home and had to do like a sobriety test because I was so tired.
Oh my gosh.
He's like,
Oh.
no, I don't think you've been drinking. I'm like, I'm just tired. He's like, go get a Red Bull. All right.
Oh,
What is
gosh.
the dog looking at? Is the dog literally looking at her shadow?
no,
She's
she
literally
literally
just-
is looking at the wall.
The lights or something.
She likes reflecting.
The dog just keeps walking in and out of the camera, just looking at the wall. I'm like, what?
She's a weirdo.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I don't know. So we were together all the time. We moved really quickly. We got engaged after 2 years, I think. A year and a half. I don't know. We met in May of 26. I was 19, and then I don't know. We met in 2016 and got engaged in March of 2018, and then got married in November of 2018. So we've been married for 5 years this November.
Wow. That is like boom, boom, boom.
And y'all
yeah.
had kids along the way, right?
Yeah, we
In 19.
we got engaged, bought a house that month,
Mhm.
moved in. Well, yeah, moved in, then got married in November, and then had kids in May.
2019.
Yeah, got pregnant
In May?
Got pregnant in May, and then had him in December.
They don't need to know all that.
Saying.
We had kids December 2019.
December 2019.
Tell us more about May.
What trip did y'all go on in May? What part of the
I don't
world
know,
were you
man.
in? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
the
that,
kids' names are going to be Destin, right?
what'd you say, Destin?
The kids' names were going to be Destin, Florida.
I was just giving the timeline. That's our timeline. I don't know. We moved quick.
That's why y'all didn't stay here that night. Y'all wanted to get to Destin. Y'all didn't have time to stay here. Well, that's
But,
awesome, guys.
yeah, dude.
You had the business the whole time, though, right?
Yep. And I bought the work truck in 2016, I think, when we were dating.
Mhm.
And that was the purpose of the work truck. I was like, I want to start delegating some of the work, the day-to-day stuff, and start slow by just me being on the truck and having an employee in there. And then, it eventually just somebody's like, I don't even know who it was, but they're like, I can drive, I can do this, just hire somebody else. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And ever since then, that's how it's been done. So
I love it. What are some things y'all learned along the way as far as running the business together, coming into the business? So what is your role been, Natalie, kind of from the beginning? Were you on your own? Not on your own. Was Blake doing the business by himself and you were just kind of married together, and then you've kind of transitioned into the business more now? What does that kind of whole process look like? Because Savannah and I are in that stage now where we're like working through that. So I like having these conversations because we talk about this, and we talked about this together in trades, and we had many people come up and say that we're in that same stage of like trying to figure out a role to add your spouse into the business and how you can do that and still get along and still run the business, but then also like take time off each other's plate and work together. So kind of what does that look like for y'all?
I mean, like at first, it definitely was just Blake, and then really until we bought our house, it was just you. Really, like I didn't really know. I knew he worked all the time and mowed lawns, but like I didn't know much. I went to like the GIE with you and saw all that, and that was really cool. But other than that, I was just kind of there until I'd say we moved in. And then I kind of started helping with like.
Well, she's good at things that I'm not good at.
like,
She's good at like super technical things and like dealing like inputting customers and all like I don't like all that. It's just not my thing, you know? Like I started the business out in the field and that's why I love equipment, I love mowers and I like all that. And you know, and dealing with the day-to-day things with employees is my strengths. And your strengths are the back end stuff, inputting all the new customers, going through, making sure people are paid. So, I mean, you really just have to find like what your spouse is good at, what you're good at, what you're not good at. Mm-hmm. I'm not good at communication. So she has to come in and tell me, hey, we need to communicate with the customers today. Mm-hmm. We need to shoot out an email, you know, things like that. Cause I'm just like, oh, I'll be there when I'm there. You know, like that's my mindset, you know, like I don't, if I had somebody cutting the grass, I probably wouldn't know or care if they were a day or two late, but I'm not everybody, you know? So she has to pop in and be like, we need to shoot an email.
It was hard. Like when we first had kids though, that was really, really hard because Blake would go work and I'd be home all day with the kids, but then he'd come home and I'd want a break from the kids, but he had just been working all day. So it was like hard to find that like medium of like, hey, I need you to watch the kids so I can take a break, but I also know you need a break. And I don't know, we bickered a lot then because like around
that's what
that
you do,
time
though.
because
like,
it was just
nobody can train you for that situation.
Yeah, it was just hard. I always felt like he was just like out, not having fun, but like he was like out in the world, and I was at home with the
Savannah
kids.
can add a lot to this.
So yeah, I'm waiting for the secret that fix that because that's what we're dealing with now, which is like I only have one of them, but still that's totally, you're describing this and I'm like, okay, yeah,
it's hard,
yeah,
because like you get, as a mom, you get touched out. I mean, you know, you get touched out, you're tired of hearing crying. Now my kids talk all day, literally just talk all day long. Blake was gone a couple days this last week, and by the time he came home at 8 and 9 o'clock at night, I said, I don't want to talk to you.
Just sit here in silence.
Silence for a couple hours because my kids talk so much.
We're in like the repeating phase, so they just repeat
everything.
A question.
So nothing's safe. Yeah.
Is this my cup? Yes, it is. Is this my cup? Yes, it is. Like, so you know, there's just phases of
so
like
fun.
all of stuff, like phases of your business, phases of your marriage, your children. It's like we're just at the point. It's like you're never gonna get them at this age again. You might as well just embrace all this stage and like, it's just gonna be how it's gonna be. You know, like I think the main takeaway we've ever had was like,
are you tired of not getting any quality leads from your online marketing? Does your website look like your Aunt Martha designed it in 1974? My name is Ezra from greenfrogwebdesign.com. We started our company to help small businesses like yours grow and succeed. Our first month for many of our plans is only $1, and we guarantee to have it done in 3 weeks or less, or it's free for a year. That's why we have transparent pricing listed right on our website. We're only a call away. Feel free to reach us anytime at greenfrogwebdesign.com. Have a great day.
the day can just be hard. We don't have to like beat each other up about it. You know?
Yeah.
Like if your day's hard, my day's hard.
That's
just how it is.
I felt like at first we always tried to have these competitions of like, oh, well, my day was harder. And Blake was like,
but I went out first.
Yeah. And it was
but
like,
I sat here with the kids.
We always butted heads because it was like constantly trying to have this like competition. Like, I don't even know why.
Trying to like out-tired each other. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like finally we realized like just because your day was hard doesn't take away from my day being hard, but like let's just move on, not
just be tired together.
Yeah.
Embrace the tired.
Exactly.
I feel that.
Well, what was that? So do twins run anywhere in y'all's family?
Yes, in my family. It like skips a generation.
So
So
were
you
y'all
kinda
somewhat
knew.
But I wasn't
prepared?
informed about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When we found out we were having twins, Blake about fainted. I wish I had it on video. I really do.
Like, I feel like in school, I knew like a couple people that were twins. You
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah, you
they
don't
always
think
had that
about
thing about them. You know, but
It was just such a weird moment because like I don't even know, like we were just in this appointment. We had just had a early miscarriage like a couple months prior.
Mhm.
So when we went, we were like, I don't know, I was sick. I obviously was pregnant. I peed on a million sticks a day and they were all positive, but I was still so scared. So when we go, when I'm laying down, she's like, "Oh, you joined the club." And I'm like, "Oh, great. Here we go again." And then she's like, "You're having twins." And I looked over. I'm expecting that. I look over at Blake and he's like literally pale face. Like,
Were your eyes like about to pop out of your head?
I don't. It was just like it would just be so shocking. Like everybody says, they're like, "Oh, is it hard?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if one kid's hard. I don't know
Yeah.
if two kids hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is our life. This is
Yeah.
what we have. So it's like at that time, I mean, I don't know. I was scared to have one kid, so I was really scared to have two. You know, like it's just uncharted territory. You just don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't know. We have one kid, but we have friends who had three. They had triplets.
Oh my gosh.
3 girls. And
Yeah.
no.
I was just like, but the thing is crazy. It's like you just said, like they know no other way of life. Y'all know
Yeah.
no other way of life. Like you know no way of life having one child, like one kid. Like that's just what you know and you go with it. I honestly I wonder if it would be harder to go from like having the one kid to then having twins your next time.
I feel like 100%.
Oh,
Like
for
it,
sure.
now, if if y'all were to ever have another, like if y'all were to have another one and it just be one, I feel like, whoa, y'all probably be like, why do people complain about this? There's one of them. Like, but if we were to go from one to having 2 babies,
Yeah.
I agree.
no, we'd
I
be
think that
so
would be
unprepared.
hard.
Yeah.
It's like you're just kind of thrown in. Hello, Hazley. Hello. You're just kind of like thrown into the deep end with having twins. Like you don't know anything, and then you
Yeah.
have 2 babies. But
yeah.
if you had one baby and then like got pregnant again and had 2, I can't imagine that.
Because at least if that were to happen, like if the roles were reversed, like if y'all, have another one, you're outnumbered, but there are more people that can like walk and talk and like semi do things for themselves than can't. But if we were like
Exactly.
to have twins,
Yeah. You
we'd
go
have
from-
one
Yeah.
toddler and 2 people that can't do anything for themselves. I can't even think about that. We're not having twins. They don't run anywhere in our family. That's not happening.
Oh, well,
Don't
then
say
you should
that
be
or they
good.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better be knocking on
Yeah.
wood.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I know they got to start somewhere, but no, that's.
Oh man. But what else? Is there anything that we're missing? Like what? I want to hear more about the transition of you into the business. I mean, especially now, like how are y'all doing that? Like, does anybody watch the kids during the day because they're still under school? So like, how are you working with twins? Trying to get office work done? Like, it's impossible for me to get work done with one kid when I have to watch him, and it's just like, how do you do
You like
this?
kick them when they come at our feet. We kick them
Yeah,
away.
just-
That's all I'm kind of like. I mean, you just gotta like. I think the thing about it is like everybody says, "Oh, being a business owner is an 8 or like 9 to 5 job,"
No, that's very true.
but like it really isn't. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna be working tonight when the kids are asleep. We
Yeah.
worked a little bit when they were playing in the playroom today. You know, like we just fit it in when we were driving today. Natalie was doing what she does.
I will say though, like at first, when we first like were married and like together, and I was learning about all this like business owner stuff, because I mean, in school they don't teach you business owner stuff. They teach you college and jobs, So like when Blake would be working or on his phone on Saturday at 3:00, I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing? It's Saturday. Like, let's
Yeah.
go do something." And he's like, "Oh no, I'm working." And I'm like, "But wait, why?"
Yeah.
And that, I mean, I don't know. That took a
And
hot
even the
minute.
transition of me being on Instagram and you're like, "What are you doing?" "I'm just working, posting a video, doing this." She's like, "That's not work." I'm like, "It is work." Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I'm on my phone, I'm doing something that is gonna contribute positively to my life.
I think that's one of the biggest things for me. And I was actually just talking to Xmark with them about this is like in school, you don't learn this stuff. Like I just went to Home Depot with my dad and whatever and did whatever there and got whatever. But like now seeing all of these different companies and like they all want to work with you guys and like, I don't know, it's just so crazy to me. Do you feel that way, Savannah? Like,
yeah, it's just a side of it that you almost didn't know existed until you kind of get into it, and you're like, oh, and no, like, this is like a real part of it, and like this is a real thing. Like people actually do this and use it to,
like,
you know.
Thought Tony Hawk just really loved yogurt back in the day, you know?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's weird.
I've had to learn, and I don't know. It's just so crazy to me, and like explaining it to people, unless you know. I think you and I talked about that. Like,
I remember talking about it together in the trades in Nashville about how kind of people look at you like you have three heads sometimes when like the people that aren't in it.
Know. Yeah. Like people at my gym when I left to go to Xmark, I told them I was like, oh, I'll be gone tomorrow, and they're like, oh, where are you going? I'm like, oh, to Xmark, and they're like, why?
Yeah,
like,
your husband runs a lawn care company,
exactly.
Right?
And I like try to explain it, and they're like, "Oh, okay, have fun." And then I like come back, and they ask me about it, and I'm like showing them some of the videos and stuff, and they're just like, "I am so confused."
Yeah,
this is the life.
Yeah. No, that's
different.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody asked me, like we were kind of depressing at a funeral, and somebody I haven't seen in like 15 years was there. What do you do now? I run a lawn care company. She goes, oh, okay, awesome. I'm glad you're doing that still. I'm like, all right, lady, thank you.
Yeah, great.
Like I don't have the energy time to explain what we're doing, you know, but like we work 14, 15 hours a day, you know, whether we're out in the field or managing the business or doing social media. But it's like, I just do lawn care, man.
Yeah, it's honestly just easier at that point. Yeah.
Explain it.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I know. I do. So how did y'all, is there anything like or one piece of advice that you would give to say that helped y'all through that season of working on the Saturday at 3 p.m.? And like, how did y'all get to a point where you both finally like understood and got bought into the same vision? Because like that's a very real thing that every married couple deals with, or every even dating couple that is one of them is running a business. Or owns the business, and the other one is involved in it. Like they're Saturday at a day, and your number one client texts you and says there's an issue. Like you respond to that client at a small business level, because that's what small business is like relationships and taking care of people. So, was there anything along the way that like brought that together and like got you both on the same page and made you both understand that, or is it just time? Like, what is it?
I think it's a lot easier if you or your spouse don't work a 9-to-5 regular corporate job or whatever, because you're still stuck into this made up. Days are literally made up. Like there is zero difference between Saturday and Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just. I don't want to get weird here, but like you're just taught that Mondays suck. You go to work and Saturdays are awesome and you go party. It's just made up. There's literally no difference. The sun comes up, the sun goes down. So like and this takes a long time. It took me a long time, it took us a long time, that there is no difference in any of the days. Okay. So it's easier that we run our own business and aren't forced to go 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, you know, and then enjoy our Saturdays. So knowing that 6 o'clock on Saturday night is not our only opportunity to go on a date or hang out, or the only time we are allowed to have fun, it helps us. If something needs to be done at 8 o'clock at night on a Saturday, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because Monday at 8 o'clock at night, we can do what we did on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So the keeping the company, making money, and our customers happy, and posting a YouTube video if we need to post a YouTube video is the number one priority if it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like, well, my family's the number one priority. But like priorities change, because if my family's happy, safe, healthy, sitting here watching TV, my kids, and I have to break off for an hour and go do whatever, right? talk to a customer, help our guys out for whatever, then that's the number one priority at the moment. Because as long as the company's running good and perfect, then it is helping our family. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but like the business is the number one priority if there's a problem, because the business is what allows us to live our life.
We're trying to teach our kids that right now too. Like when we went to Exmark, we left them with his mom, and like we tried to like tell them like, hey, this is what we're going to do, and like make it fun for them, because then they think it's cool. It's not like such a sad thing for us to leave.
Yeah.
And I feel like for the first few years, I missed out on a lot of events that you went to because I've had to be home with the kids. But now they're older. I mean, they're almost 4, and as long as they're safe, like I finally am at a point where I feel good, like going to events with you, and you know what I mean?
I think it's a good point, because like if we go, we try to limit our time away from the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we love the kids. We miss the kids when we're gone. They miss us. But that one day that we spend, if it's going to help our future, then it's worth it. So like we still have to like weigh that, but there's a million things about us going to an event like that together that's going to help us in the future. So we go. You know what I'm saying? Like people in our life still think, oh, it was a little fun day trip, but like we're working.
Yeah.
That's working. And it might not make sense to a lot of people that us going to an event, filming 10 videos is going to pay off in the future. It's hard to compute because there's a lot of factors to it. But like if both of us see that it will help us and help our family, then it's a no-brainer to invest that one day away for a better life and a better future.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That answer the I'm terrible. I go off on tangents.
No, it's a good tangent to go down. I'm glad to hear y'all say that, because I think it's so important. We're trying to do this early on. Like we've already told ourselves, like when Jack starts getting to the point where he starts understanding that we're gone and he can say minimal words, but he knows we're not there, then like we're going to go ahead and start that process of telling him why we're gone, or what we're doing, or why maybe it's not going on a trip or going to an event. It's working. Like we're out for the day or something like that. And if I have to go out, and I usually don't have to, then we tell them why, and we try to get him to the point where he doesn't hate the business. And same thing with all our future kids. And Caleb and Brittany have been kind of some mentors to us in that way. And I think a lot of other people out there who have kids, is their kids are a little older. They're 9, 10, and 10 and 8 and 7 or something. The dog saw a reflection again and got fired up there. So, well, mine looks like he's having a seizure over here. He's laying down and dreaming about something. But they're to that point where their kids are a little older, and they've talked about they talk about all the time about how they tell the kids, because they don't take their kids with them most of the time. They go off on their own, and they make that trip and that investment into their future and the family and the business. But they make sure that they're communicating with their kids of how why they're doing it, like what the point of it is. And it's getting it to the point where the kids don't learn to hate the business, because they don't ever want the kids to think the business takes them away from mom and dad. And that's the same thing that sounds like y'all are doing that right now.
I've always looked up to the way that Caleb and Brittany do that, because I think that's important. I think it's important for your marriage first, just to leave your kids with a person who they're safe with, but also I've always loved that their kids are always so excited about the things that they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I've ever been with Caleb and Brittany and she FaceTimes her kids, or they're always just so excited and like, hey, mom and dad, what'd you do today? And I don't know, I've just always looked up to that, because that's what I want our kids to do. And that's what we're trying, now that they're finally understanding that.
Yeah, and that takes time. That process starts when the kids are young. I would say that to anybody out there who's trying to either trying to have kids or have young kids, of that's one thing that we're trying to do is, and it doesn't have to be maybe it's just taking your trip just to get away, but like tell the kids why you're getting away to spend time away from the business, and because y'all need to do that to keep a healthy marriage, and like make sure that the home is in good shape. Like put it on their level, obviously dumb it down, but still just get to the one where they don't grow to hate what you do. And so, well, that's awesome, guys. Is there anything else that we missed or left out that you wanted to share? Blake, we're going to have to do another show, talk more about the acquisition and the business side of things. But I think that's I wanted to hear more of y'all's story and kind of how y'all have navigated the waters of bringing Natalie into the business and things like that. So is there anything else we've missed that you want to throw in here before we wrap up?
Don't ask Blake or you'll be on here for 3 hours.
What's your take on aliens?
Oh, dude, they're definitely real, bro. They are, though. There's no way they're not.
We're not going down that. We are not starting that. We are not starting that 50 minutes into the show.
I'm going to start a weekly episode about aliens.
You're a nerd.
Yeah, I mean, to wrap it up, who said it together in the trades about having a purpose?
That was Jeff Joyner.
Jeff Joyner, the boss. I feel like that really stuck with me, and I feel like it's better described by him with that statement, but it's what we do. It's like, how do you make a purchase decision, an investment decision, a time decision, energy, effort? If it helps the business and if it's going to help the family and if it's going to help your purpose, then you do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just being on the same page about what's important in our life and what's important for the business has made life easier. I don't know. I don't know how better to describe it. Like today, I bought a new camera, pretty expensive, taking money away from the family, like in a way, like however you want to word it, but it's investing into our business. And if I believe it will make us more money, and if Natalie believes that, then there's nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it just made things like that just make decisions in life easier. Now, if I believe something and Natalie goes, "Hey, hold on, there's something isn't jiving here," then that makes a better decision too, because I'm like, oh, I'm not seeing something correctly, which I'm whatever, man enough to admit that I'm not always right. And I don't always see all sides of the story, often. That's why, even with employees, allow them to come to you or to chime into a decision. Literally tonight, I texted everybody, hey, here's the game plan for tomorrow. We got some things that have to be rearranged. Here's the truck setup. And somebody goes, hey, I don't think that's the best truck setup. Let's flip it around, put me on this truck and do it this way. And I go, if you believe that, then let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So allow other people, allow your spouse, allow your employees, the people around you to at least chime in and give you all sides that you may not see.
I will say though, that took you a minute.
It's so hard
to figure out, to let me in.
It's hard for when you start your business and it's all on you, you are ingrained in that path.
Yep.
It's hard to get out of that path. When my tire was flat, I didn't have any employees, nobody there to teach me. My dad, my parents, they're awesome, but they're not mechanical. I was never taught any of those skills. It's just how it is. My dad works in an office. And so I had to learn all that. I was ingrained in that path to rely on myself and do it all myself. So yeah, I had to learn to let somebody trim the yards. Then I had to learn to let somebody drive the truck. And then I had to learn to let Natalie in, to let her manage the accounts and the money. And you know what I'm saying? It's all these skills are skills you have to learn and skills you have to unlearn and relearn them, right? In a different way. So yeah, communication's always been tough for me. It's been my thing because I just, in a way, I just feel expect people to know what I'm saying. even when you text an employee and you tell them, this is what I want done, and that's it. And then they do something totally opposite. And you're like, what? Like they still went out and trimmed the bushes that you told them to trim, but in a totally different way, in a totally different method. And you're like, what are you doing? Because you just expected them to know the way you wanted it done. So I have to go back and teach myself, okay, if tomorrow I say, let's get all the mowers out, clean out the trailer and whatever, right? And it takes them 5 hours tomorrow. The only person that's in trouble is myself because I didn't explain exactly what I was expecting. Tomorrow, take the mowers out, take 20 minutes, just blow it out real quick, put all the mowers back in and start on, Monday's list. You know what I'm saying? Like little language things. And even with Natalie, I had to learn over time that I communicate in a different way. Sometimes it's just quicker. It jumps a point. And I have to go back and learn that I need to explain that middle part that is left up to interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lay it all out there.
Like if you don't tell me what to say on a podcast, I'll just keep going and it'll be 4 hours in. And you'll be like, well, I wanted it to be 50 minutes.
No, that's good stuff, really. There was no time limit. But I don't want to keep y'all too late. I know y'all got work to do. We got work to do. Everybody's life is crazy. Savannah's yawned like 100 times over here. She did work today, though. She was in her alternate universe today.
I'm my alternate life for 13 hours today.
But yeah, it's oh man, look, I got a B&B sticker on this laptop. I just bought a new laptop, and I got my old laptop is sitting under this one, and the B&B sticker's on there. So,
what'd you get?
Just a new MacBook Pro. So,
okay, nice.
Yeah, I can never ever go back to a Windows HP unit. Like there's everything I have is Apple.
Yeah, me too.
I rock AirPods, all that stuff. So it's all Apple. What are you looking at me?
It was just so like snooty of you. Everything I have is Apple. I could never go back.
Well, it's just so simple. Like
I was just laughing at how you said it. It's funny.
Yeah, like I can't believe people use like I know one person and it's Keith Kalfas that uses Android.
Yeah, like he's the dude that makes the group text green. Like get out. Like I can't.
Yeah, exactly. And then like the emojis he puts don't.
Yeah, they don't show
up.
Like, yeah.
Oh.
It's just.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is fun. It is like weird. Like how? Never mind. Well, that'll be a side tangent. Like 40 minutes
that'll
later.
That'll be another hour show. I bet Android doesn't even have screen time. That's how far behind they are. So.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like, what other product in the world has taken over like an iPhone?
There is
like
one.
You see somebody using another phone, and you're like, do I trust you?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to operate it. Like I have a Windows computer.
No, I don't know how to use them.
And I'm like, I don't even know what to do on here.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
But do you guys use? Here's a conversation that I had with Brian on his podcast that it was pretty interesting. Do you guys use computers a lot?
I do.
Or are you mostly mobile?
Well, this is probably more for
No, I did hear this conversation. I am. What are you saying? You do because of work?
Yeah.
Something? Well, yeah.
I didn't know if he was like asking you that in your business. Like, if
no,
you're
like
always,
personal. Just like in
I use computer every day.
All around.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm a mobile as far as like if I'm watching YouTube or something or on my phone. Like I'm on my phone most of the time. I use a laptop for now, like when I'm doing invoicing things. Now I tell you that I don't use
your
laptop.
iPad.
I use my iPad. So I bought a.
But he
that's the
puts
best,
the keyboard on it.
That's the best transition.
Like
that is one of the best purchases I've ever made for my business, hands down, no joke. Like buying an iPad and putting data on it will change your life. Being able, I bought
one a few years ago and I never use it.
See, I do all the time. I don't go anywhere where it doesn't go with me. Like I don't care if we're going to eat dinner at somebody's house. Like it goes with me wherever I go.
What do you do on it?
It just
everything.
Literally everything. Really being able to access CRM and not have to scroll down because we use Yardbook. Yardbook is a web-based CRM, so you really need the internet to be able to view it right. And so that was a big thing, was being able to get on the web and things. And but when I'm out in the field, I have that in the truck with me.
Yeah.
And it's got data on it, so I can do anything I need. I can send emails, I can do whatever, and not worry about hotspot. And
estimate,
I can send
you do split screen and can design and look back at stuff. It's like, He uses that.
And I got the pencil, so you can take notes and do all that stuff on it. So like that.
Is it an Apple Pencil?
Of course,
It
it's
all
is.
Apple?
Of course, it's an
Yeah.
Apple Pencil. It's an Apple keyboard.
See, I get more like I get ideas when talking like this with other people that run a business or do YouTube. Like, what camera do you use? Like, sometimes the questions that really help people, or at least myself, are these like little small, like, what do you use? Oh, well, maybe I need to look into using an iPad, and maybe it's smaller than a computer, things like that. So I think that this kind of stuff does help people, because I like listening to stuff like this. But for some reason, I have more computers than probably most people, but I mostly use my iPhone.
Yeah, I don't. Blake's
I probably have
computers.
I probably have 6 Apple computers.
Holy crap! Are you serious?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
do you do with that many?
I just have them in the closet. Like, once I get a new one, it goes away, like the other one.
My
and like I just had to get this one. I don't want to.
Well, you edit.
but,
You edit on. You obviously edit on that.
Yeah, I do edit on a computer. So I had to buy this new iMac. The only reason was this new chip.
The processor.
I don't know anything about the technology crap, but some new chip that's in the new computers only.
Yeah.
So my new camera I just bought, all my old computers, the footage doesn't even load on it. So it's like, you kind of just have to, like, if you want to keep up on everything, you have to buy all new.
Yeah,
because
you gotta adapt.
Technology just moves so quickly. It sucks. I mean, I don't want to buy new computers, but
This is weird, but I can't do anything important on a phone.
I can't
Like,
either.
if I'm like booking a flight or paying for I don't know, like tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I can't do it on my phone. It has to be done on the computer.
I agree with that. The only time I could do a flight, just because we have the apps, so I always do it within the app. But everything else, like important, like emails, like if I'm looking at something like intently, if it matters, I'm doing it on the computer. I agree with that. I don't know why.
It depends. It depends. Like, I'm email all on my phone. I'll check my email on my computer, but it's 90% on my phone.
Can I tell you the honest truth? I edit the bulk of it on the computer, and then I save it, transfer it to my phone, and add all the text on my phone. I just love I love doing all that stuff on my phone.
Do you have a Max?
I just use huh?
Do you have a Max? Like
the size of your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a
And
small
I just
one.
use CapCut
Yeah.
for like all the vertical videos, and I just add the text and then upload it from there. Like, I don't know. I can do anything on my phone. I'm trying to think of one scenario where I'm like, I want to get on my computer, sit down in a chair, and make sure it's done legitimately on my computer.
I don't know. I was going to say that we have the Southwest app, and I still go to the Southwest website on the computer to do tickets, just because I don't know why, but it just makes me feel better.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I just feel like it's more legit on the computer.
Right. Or like buying
the internet's not real on the iPhone.
Yeah, literally, it's different internet. Safari is different.
I don't know. It just feels that way.
Stupid bank.
Oh, yeah, you're big.
They updated this app for businesses, and I had to log in on my computer now. So we're switching banks. So like, it goes back to like acquiring a business.
Yeah.
You make too much change. I don't care how loyal somebody is. I've been with this bank for my whole business.
So your business has no mobile banking anymore? You have to be on desktop. Well, it's mobile, but it has to be browser.
But the login, you have to have like a key that's like random numbers. I didn't come up with it, and I can't change it. My username and my password, and then some like verification thing
like
each time.
2-factor
It doesn't save.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's just too much. Like, it's just how it is. I mean,
that's just proof of the society we live in, though. It's like, I wonder what has even made it. Has the iPhone made it be this way? Has Amazon made it be this way? Everything comes to you. Like, we're such a convenience culture. Like, if it is not convenient, we will change. Like, no matter the price, no matter the cost, like, we'll change.
Just today, I had I don't know what age she is, so I can't even say it was an older lady. I don't know how old she was, customer. We were emailing back and forth, and she goes, can you guys mail me a invoice at the end of the month? We'll mail a check or leave it in the door. I had to persuade her to get it texted to her.
Did you
Yeah.
end up doing that?
I got it texted. She's like, no email. So I'm
No
like,
email.
How about I text it to you? So
That's actually a lot of old people don't like email. I have a couple.
yeah,
of those.
so I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. We probably would have just. I got to say this without being weird, but I probably would have dropped the customer.
There's no way
Because
there's no way I'm
it
physically mailing an
doesn't-
invoice. There's no way.
It doesn't
There's zero
fit
chance.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Now
way.
I have a buddy that they still mail at the end of the month because that's their rhythm.
Yeah.
That's their rhythm. They get it done in like a couple hours, and they just don't want to change. They don't want to take the month to switch to a new software to do all that. So that's fine, but we don't do that. We've invested hundreds of, I don't know how, a long time, Natalie and I, and mostly Natalie, getting us onto this software and all this, so we don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it doesn't fit in, if there's just one outlying customer that's like, nope, you got to write it out and mail it to me. Am I going to go get envelopes? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Or
Like,
stamps.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't fit what we're doing. I had to persuade her because it's changed me as the business owner, and it's changed the customer, because I have customers that are like, I want to pay you in 2 seconds and be done.
Yeah.
I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So there's some outliers like that, but even me as the business owner, I'm like, I do like money and I want to mow your yard, but if I have to print out and mail it,
It's not worth your time.
I don't want to do it.
Mm.
It's not convenient. I mean, it just isn't.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make me weird or snooty. It's just, it would be a 5-minute task that turns into 20 minutes because we don't do that. So I have to go gather all these tools. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Convenience culture.
I don't mail Natalie doesn't mail our bill payments. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the last time I sent mail out of our house. Could not tell you. I mean, the last thing we would have sent would have been like a thank you card or something. Literally.
I've like mailed out invitations or stuff.
Yeah,
but-
invitations, but never like a bill. Like
Yeah.
that just blows my mind. We were watching a show the other night, and she was asking, they were paying, it was Friends, that's what it was, and it's from the 90s, and they were paying for their dinner, and they ripped up, part of the long story short, they ripped it up, and Sven's like, what did they rip up? I was like, probably a check. Like, everybody paid for everything with checks back in the day. Like, I can't fathom writing a check at the grocery store, but like that's what our parents did. Like, every time they went to the grocery store, they wrote a check. Like, that blows my mind.
Weird.
that is crazy.
That is very
You want to know how bad it's gotten for me? So like mobile check deposit, I thought was like awesome.
Yeah.
Like a couple of years ago.
I don't even
And,
like doing that
just
anymore.
Snap a picture
It's
on my
so
phone
annoying.
and it's done. But now it's just too much work.
It's too much work,
So
and it's too
What's
slow.
the
I just
alternative?
It's too slow. The processing is
Oh, I
not
just-
fast enough. Like,
I just wait and just let a pile of checks pile up, and then I go to the bank and throw it in the tube. And
yep.
like, I don't know. It's just, it is weird because like 99% of our payments are all done online.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm the same way. We have probably 15 checks a month come in the mail, and like 15 to 20. And it's just between commercials and certain residentials who run, they're business owners, so their business pays for their grass to be cut, blah, blah, blah. But I have a stack of them right now, and I'm like, I do not want to take the 20 minutes to mobile deposit these. Like, this is so annoying.
exactly.
But when you're right, when it first came out, it's like, this is the best thing ever. I'll never go back
I
to
don't
the
have
bank
to go to
again.
the bank anymore.
Yeah. Yep. That's hilarious. Well, guys, I know it's getting late. Y'all need to get back to work. I don't want to hold y'all any longer. Where can everybody find y'all if they want to hear more about what's going on in y'all's world and keep up with you on the day-to-day?
B&B Lawn Care on YouTube, at BB Lawn Care KC on everything else, and podcast B&B Lawn Care.
That might come out once every 6 months. But
Hey, stop that, dude.
Paul said that the other day in y'all's interview. I died. He went straight for the jugular in that.
That's funny. Yeah, dude, it's just such a, again, it's like one of those things. I don't do it.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? I make 40 videos in the time I make a podcast. So it's like, it's just, I don't even know. You got to focus on what's going on. And
well, at the end of the day, it's priority.
So
that's what it is. Like, it's priority. That's for you. That's not
maybe I just suck. Yeah.
No, it's not that. That's not a, like, you have other, your time is more valuable in other areas. And that's what people have to realize is, like, you have to spend that time wisely. Like, because if the video is where you're mainly trying to grow and that's where your audience and platform is, then, like, why would you spend hours recording podcasts when you can make literally hundreds of videos in that time? So when I say priorities there, it's not a dig like, oh, well, it's not a priority. It's just me saying, like, that is not a priority. Like, that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, everybody understand what I mean by that? Like, that's a priority because you're.
Yeah, no, dude. And that's the thing is, like, I love it and it's awesome and it's fun. And I think a lot of people get value and I get value from podcasts, but, like, I just don't, maybe I should, if I wanted to grow a better podcast, but I don't say, hey, Friday at 3:00, I'm sitting down and making a podcast. I probably should, and I probably will, but
he typically does it before we're about to leave to go somewhere.
I'm bad at that.
We're like getting ready to leave to go somewhere, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go make a quick." Like yesterday, we were going to the air show. We were leaving at noon.
The Blue Angels will wait on me. Okay?
I got home from the gym at 10. We were leaving at noon, and at like 11:15, Blake was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go downstairs and make a podcast." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, so a new podcast is coming out, so don't worry about that.
There you go. There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just get a topic in my head, and I'm like, you know what? It's time.
No matter the
It's time.
Time.
Yeah, whenever it
Let's
comes,
do it.
whenever it hits your head, it's coming out of the mic. So there you go. That's
right.
awesome, guys. Well, thank y'all for coming on and spending some time with us this evening. Looking forward to seeing y'all at Equip. I guess probably the next time we'll see everybody and get to hang out. Natalie, are you making that trip this year?
I am. Yep.
Awesome. So fantastic. Well, we look forward to seeing
a million views.
Strategy. That's all we can say there. But if you are going to Equip, do not use code BB50. Use code GG50, and we look forward to seeing everybody there.
GG.
So,
hey, thanks for having us, man.
yeah, man, absolutely. It really is an honor. It's fun getting to sit down and have these conversations with friends and hang out. These are the ones that I get the most out of, when you get to sit back and be real and raw and relatable, and I'll get into the nitty gritty of running a business and all the backside and things. So appreciate y'all spending some time with us. We do look forward to seeing everybody at Equip, and thank you for tuning into the show today. If you would, leave us a big 5-star rating and review. Those help us boost the show out there to continue to grow the community one relationship at a time. But without any further ado, that is going to wrap this episode up, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.